And welcome back to part 4 of Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode, we took on Brock, took the Boulder Badge, and beat up a bunch of trainers along the way. Now, if you talk to this guy right here, he'll give you a Magikarp of 500 Poké Dollars. Magikarp is, well, a really tough Pokemon to raise. I mean, all it knows is Splash, and it learns Tackle level 15. However, if you can get up to level 20, it does become Gyarados, and Gyarados is one of the more physical Pokemon you can raise in the game. It's got a great attack, good special defense, decent speed. For a water flying type, which I think is pretty unique, considering flying's physical and water special in this generation. Gyarados can still learn a wide variety of good physical moves, but I don't know, it's just really tough to raise. So, if you want to raise a Gyarados, by all means. Alright, now, we're here in Mount Moon. Now, the Pokemon you can find here... Oh, I did screen capture. Sorry about that. TM9, which is Bullet Seed. Bullet Seed is like a grass version of Fury Attack. Now, Mount Moon, the Pokemon you can encounter here are Geodude, Zubat, Paris, and, Clefairy. Yeah. Clefairies are very rare to find. They're good and all. I'll get to one when we get to one. First, we gotta take on this bug catcher right here. And there's a Weedle. This one's going to simply have a Weedle and a Kakuna. So, let's dispose of this guy very quickly. I also brought over Repels because I tried again to avoid as many random encounters as I possibly can. Because really, I'm not really interested in any of the Pokemon in Mount Moon right now. I mean, there are better Pokemon we can catch later, I feel. That's just me personally. Of course, if you do want to go after some of the Pokemon here, more than welcome to. Now, Geodude, the Pokemon we fought in Brock's gym, it can fully evolve into Golem, which remains a Rock Ground type. Rock Ground, its attack is irresistible. Like, you can't resist Rock and Ground at the same time, but they still share the quad weakness to Water and Grass, and that makes them really tough choices, to be honest with you, if you want to bring that type of combo to your team. And the other Pokemon we encountered from Brock was an Onix, and Onix you only find in Rock Tunnel and Victory Road. Onix is the faster of the two rock types, but his defense is really sky high. Onix isn't really worth it. I mean, if you want to get Steelix later on, that's up to you. Same as Golem, Rock Ground type. This right here is a Clefairy. It's one of the Pokemon you can find in Mount Moon. Clefairy, just like Jigglypuff, is a normal type. Its stats are actually pretty well balanced. It's also known for its high HP. And it has this ability, Cute Charm, meaning that if the Pokemon of the opposite sex, let's say a male Pokemon like my male Mankey attacked the female Clefairy that you just saw, it can trigger Attract, and that can be really annoying. But thankfully, my Mankey was able to fight through his affection for Clefairy and get the win. But yeah, Clefairy can become Clefable when it fully evolves. Clefable is a decent Pokemon. It can serve a bit of a sponge. It can also be a special attacker. So if you want to catch a Clefairy, you're more than welcome to. I hold off on evolving it until it gets Cosmic Power and or a Meteor Match, depending on what nature the Clefairy is, and Repel wore off. So every time Repel wears off, you need to apply another one. I'm going to try my very best to make sure that I leave no stone unturned. And this is where we counter our first Rocket. Yep, our first Team Rocket member that we have to fight. Well, you don't have to really fight. I mean, this guy's completely avoidable. I'm just fighting for the hell of it. Now, the other Pokemon I didn't go over in Pure City Gym, that's Sandshrew. Sandshrew is a slower but bulkier ground type. It can become Sandslash when it fully evolves. It's got some good physical attack, really good defense, but it's slow and it doesn't take special hits very well. So, yeah, keep that in mind if you want a Sandshrew. I mean, I do like Sandslash because of his bulkiness, but there are other ground types out there that you can probably consider, to be honest with you. Alright, the Team Rocket guy, okay, now he's about to use Zubat. Zubat is a poison flying type. It can become Golbat when it evolves, and if you get the natural dex and you increase his happiness, it can become Crobat. Crobat is really, really fast. Also, thankfully in this generation, it can learn Sludge Bomb, one of its better moves. It can also learn Wind Attack as well, Confuse Ray. You can have it do like a bunch of stuff with the Crobat. Not exactly hard hitting, but it is very fast. So Crobats aren't bad to have on your team if you really want to do it for the long haul. Alright, there's a Star Piece. Star Piece is an item that you can just sell for a nice amount of loot, a nice amount of Poké Dollars, actually, to be honest. Repel well off, so we're gonna have to throw on another one. Okay. Now, actually, believe it or not, I actually brought in the right combination of Pokemon for this Mount Moon because of the trainers that we're facing and whatnot. Because really, to be honest, I do want to get super effective hits as often as I can and end these battles very quickly. Okay, so the Super Nerd hit has a Magnemite. Magnemite is an electric steel type. It got the part steel type since second generation. It can become Magneton when it evolves. However, in 4th generation, if you take a Magneton to Chargestone Cave, level up there, it becomes Magnezone, and that Pokemon has a lot of defense and special attack. Alright, the next Pokemon he's going to bring out here is Voltorb. Voltorb is it's what you call a ticking time bomb, so to speak. So I'm going to keep Mankey out here so I can finish up this Voltorb very quick. Voltorb is a pure electric type. It becomes Electro when it fully evolves. And, it is one of the fastest Pokemon you can get in the game, but the rest of his stats I'm not too very fond of, personally. It's just nice if you want to get, like, a cheap shot in or something. Or if you want to get, like, an early on explosion, then I guess that'd be okay. Alright, we found a potion to replace the one that we used. And that right there is a rare candy. A rare candy allows you to level up a Pokemon instantly. We'll definitely be saving on that rare candy. And we take on yet another bug catcher. This is a really good place for a flyer or a bug type to really level up against some of the bug catchers. But really, for Mount Moon, this is really a good of a place to level up a water type. Even I guess if you happen to find a Paras, even a flying type. I'll explain about Paras as I'll talk about it right now for the sake of conversation. Paras is a bug grass type, and it becomes Parasect when it fully evolves. Bug grass is a pretty bad combination. It's weak to a lot of things, especially to fire and flying. I mean, it can quad resist ground, which is nice and all, but terrible Pokemon, bad stats. I mean, Parasect's attack is pretty high, but even if, it's slow, it's frail, and it's just not that good. I mean, the only move that's really worth putting on a Paras really is Spore and False Swipe, if you want to use it as a simple catching slave. There's an escape rope that allows us to escape from any dungeon anytime. Hi, I'm excavating the fossils here for under Mount Moon. Sometimes Brock up here again lends me a hand. Why isn't he giving you a hand now? Oh yeah, because Brock has to look after his 8 kids. Well, his 8 nieces and nephews. No, his 8 little brothers and sisters. That's what they were. Okay. Yeah, I just had to correct myself right there. Okay, so last is what to use in Oddish. Oddish is a grass poison type, just like Bulbasaur. Oddish can become Vileplume to fully evolve, but to do that, you need to evolve an Oddish into a Gloom, and then you give the Gloom the Leaf Stone to make it Vileplume. And in second generation, if you give it the Sunstone, the Gloom, I mean, it can become Blossom, and Blossom just remains a pure grass type. Oddish is one of those slower, but good special attack and good special defense type of Pokemon. It's mostly there for sapping energy and inflicting stats with the powders. It's an alright Pokemon, but nothing really too special. Next Pokemon we'll be facing next is Bellsprout. Bellsprout is more of a mixed attacker between the two. It can become Victory Bell when it fully evolves, but to do that, you need to turn this thing into a Weeping Bell and then give it a Leaf Stone. Like I said before, Bellsprout can be a good mixed attacker because of this grass poison type. If you're willing to invest TMs into this Bellsprout, then raising a Victory Bell might not be too bad. Again, you just have to be willing to invest TMs into the Pokemon, so just think about it if you don't have a grass type of your own. No, I do not want to go in my item bag, thank you very much. Man, Spearo's actually getting pretty leveled, I have to say. They're pulling a big job, huh? Oh gee, I'm sorry, mister, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Alright, so let's take this thing out with Confusion. Alright, critical hit. Awesome. And Zubat is down. And Butterfree grew to level 12. Hooray! And Ekans. Good thing I brought me a Butterfree that knows a Psychic type move. Alright, let's nail this Ekans with Confusion. Another critical hit. Wow. Go Butterfree. And Team Rocket Grunt is defeated. And for that, we grab the TM46, which is Thief. Thief is an interesting move. It's a dark type move that allows you to steal the opponent's item. Should they be holding an item. So it's good if you want to, like, catch a Pokemon that has, like, certain items. Or if you want... It's okay for... I guess for competitive battling, but otherwise, nothing too special, honestly. I mean, it is a dark type move, and it would be nice to use against a psychic type and whatnot. Alright, so Youngster Jaws and their Rattatas. Yeah, Mankey is just gonna chop them down the sides. Well, chop them in half, rather. There we go. It's super effective! Alright, so... experience for Mankey, which is always good. Alright, Mankey grew to level 14. Sweet. Now, as far as what I'm going to be doing with the Rock Tomb TM, I will think about that for a later time. Whenever I want to use Rock Tomb, at least I know it's there. So, I'm in no rush to constructing a team so far. Alright, we proc Confusion. Well, Confusion, based off his name, can proc Confuse. And, as it clearly demonstrates, you have a 1 in 2 chance of hitting yourself. It has a never miss, 30 base attack power, I believe. If it's something else, I will definitely try to make a correction. Once I find out that information. Whoa, I almost ran into that guy. Alright, so, let's give Squirtle a level up, actually. Whoa, you shocked me. Oh, you're just a kid. Just a kid, huh? Well, I'm about to show you, mister, that I'm more than just a kid. Alright, so we took out this Geodude. No problem whatsoever. Let's go Water Gun spam my way to victory. And Squirtle's level 14. Yeah, thanks to that combination, he's gonna get some nice special defense boost. Will I change Pokemon? No, I will not. Alright, there's another Geodude. And another Water Gun. And down it goes. Yeah, I don't think that he's gonna become a Wartortle at this level, but it'd be nice, I guess. As a matter of fact, we do use Water Gun. No, I mean, it becomes Wartortle level 16, as I meant to say. Sorry. Don't know where my mind was going for a second. Shocked again. Yep. You got beat by a 10-year-old. How sad does that make you? Repel will off again. And we found a Moonstone. Alright. Moonstone, you can only evolve 4 Pokemon this generation. And that would actually be, I think it's supposed to be something else around here. I could be mistaken, but don't matter. Yeah, Moonstone's gonna be evolved Jigglypuff, Clefairy, Nidorino, and Nidorina. So there's only 4 Moonstones in this whole game, I think. In fact, I am very much sure of it. Alright, Repel, we're off again. Actually, I might want to heal up Mankey for 2 seconds. I do have plenty of potions for it, so let's use one. There we go. Alright, Mankey should be back in fighting shape for this next rocket battle right here. Oh boy. And there's a Rattata. Thank God again, I brought me a fighting type with me. I do not want to be on the receiving end of those Rattata's quick attacks and Hyper Fangs. They are annoying to deal with. Alright, Sandshrew. Let's do another Water Gun right here. And down it goes. Alright. Anti-Rocket Grunt has been defeated. Oh yeah, you are steamed, buddy. Alright, moving right along. Let's see. Let's take on this Rocket Grunt next. Oh, now they're in search for the fossils. It's like that, huh? Oh, this one had a Rattata. I should have just kept it in Mankey, but that's okay. That's okay. Can't be perfect at predicting everything. I just remember a handful of trainers and what Pokemon they have starting out with. Because honestly, the first one really does matter. Wow, critical hit. Thank you, Butterfree. Alright, Butterfree down about the lowest Poison Powder. Poison Powder can just simply inflict poison. It's alright if you want to finish a trainer battle very quick, but I wouldn't really want to keep it for catching Pokemon personally. Of course, the only 2 types that cannot be affected by poison is if the poison type themselves or Steel type. Steel types has a great immunity to poison. And critical hit on Zubat. Nice. We're definitely getting through this very quick. And we defeated that Rocket Grunt right there. Sweet. And there's our second moonstone you can find right here. Repel wore off. We're towards the end of the level, so it's not a big deal if I ran into a random encounter like I'm about to right here. Geodude. I guess just for the sake of, nah. Screw you, dude. Alright, so this Pokemaniac wants to battle us for, well, one of the fossils. He said he's found both of them that are his. Well, can't two people share, man? Okay, speaking of poison types I brought up last video, this is a Grimer here. Grimer specializes in attack and special defense, so it's meant to be a bit of a special wall. Its weaknesses are only ground and psychic. It becomes Muck when it fully evolves. Yes, I know what Muck is backwards. Muck is a decent physical attacker. Like, you can learn Substitute, Focus Punch, Sludge Bomb even. And if you really want to be effective, maybe you can breed it and just give it Curse. Like Curse, Substitute, Sludge Bomb, Focus Punch. That's actually a pretty decent setup if you ask me. Alright, a Voltorb is up next. You know what? Let's keep him Butterfree, because why not at this point? Charge basically boosts the next electric attack. In later generation, they can also raise your special defense. But this Voltorb does not know any electric moves besides Charge, so it doesn't really make any sense why he would have Charge. I mean, the guy doesn't even carry Thunder Shock for God's sakes. So as far as I'm looking at it, this is just free EXP. Screech can be pretty bothersome. And Butterfree grew level 14, sweet. And we want to learn Stun Spore. Stun Spore is definitely one of the better of the powers to really use, honestly. So let's get rid of Poison Powder, since I'm not going to be relying on Poison at the moment. And honestly, if you really want Poison, I gotta go Toxic, personally. Alright, another the other Poison Pokemon we're introducing this generation is Koffing. Koffing is more of a physical wall, as opposed to Grimer, where Grimer can be a good physical attacker and a special wall. Koffing can become Weezing when it fully evolves. And unlike Grimer, Koffing actually comes with Levitate. Levitate is really good because you can avoid ground-type moves, making it Koffing's only weakness in this generation is Psychic. So, Koffing is definitely better of the two poison types to pick up if you want more defensive wall. Although, Muck is not a terrible choice by any means either. I just think Weezing is probably better because you can physically tank through hits better. For that, it has a lot more resistances than it does weaknesses, so that's ought to be a good thing. Alright, so now we're going to pick our Fossil. Now, the Helix Fossil gives you Ammonite, which will become Omastar when it fully evolves. And the Dome Fossil will give you Kabuto, which will become Kabutops when it fully evolves. So, I'm going to be picking the Dome Fossil, because I like Kabutops better than Omastar, personally. Gee, another random encounter. And a Clefairy! Okay. I did not expect to run into Clefairy in this part, but hell, I'll catch one. Alright, he's gonna do an Encore. And actually, this is a good thing that Butterfree's attack's getting low, because now Tackle can do less damage. That's it, just keep chipping away. Alright. Now let's paralyze it with Stun Spore. So, basically what that does is it increases our odds of catching a Pokemon by at least 1.5. By that I mean like 1.5% or something. So yeah, let's catch ourselves a Clefairy. Pokeball, go! Got it. Alright. Caught me Clefairy. Yeah, I like Clefable in this generation, so I might as well catch one. Alright, so we got ourselves a Clefairy. Sweet. Lax nature, that's alright, I guess. I'll keep it around for the time being. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I think this is a good way to end the episode. Next time I see you, we will try to take on Misty in the Cerulean Gym. Later, guys.